here is the list and a first call from Graham Good.
So number 1 is Ashwell Boy at 25 to 1, the Mount of Graham McCourt. Beakstown down to 14 to 1 now, Tom Tracy's Mount. Brave Patriarch trades at 66 to 1 with Brendan Powell, and the blinkered Call Equiname is 10 to 1, partnered by the season's leading rider Tony McCoy. Castle Sweep, the 7 to 2 favourite at the moment, is ridden by Peter Niven, and the possible front-running Garolo 12 to 1 Graham Bradley. The Visor Green Crusader is a rank outsider at 100 to 1 for Richard Guest. In defence 25 to 1 Warren Marston. Kim and Nicky 5 to 1 Mick Fitzgerald's Mount. LeCompte 100 to 1 Rodney Farron rides that. Master Bevel 20 to 1 is ridden by Jamie Osborne. Miroswaki 25 to 1 by Shane Ryan. Mr. Bureaucrat 25 to 1 David Bridgewater. Mulligan 50 to 1 and Conor O'Dwyer. Passmaster is 66 to 1 and Brendan Sheridan on board. And Porphyrios 66 to 1 and Simon McNeil. Potentate, another possible front runner at 33 to 1, is ridden by Jonathan Lower. Robert's Toy 50 to 1 Jamie Evans. Ruba Hornish 20 to 1 Luke Harvey. Rye Fontaine 25 to 1 ridden by Charlie Swan. Safe Glide is 200 to 1, that's ridden by Philip Hyde. Shankar doesn't take part. Speedwell Prince does at 20 to 1 with Carl Llewellyn. It'll be a wonder if Wixo Wonder wins at 200 to 1. Paul Holly rides. Dance Beat 6 to 1 is ridden by Richard Dunwoody. 3 more, Silver Shred 100 to 1 Owen Burrows. Solatium 100 to 1 Chris Maud. Streaky Hawk 200 to 1 John McLaughlin. Pays your money, takes your choice for this Citroen Supreme Novices Hurdle, due off at 2:50.
She didn't see all that much of her opponents, but she may like to lie up there today. She certainly has got the experience on her side. We mustn't forget, though, that she was getting £19 from Squire Silk. If she does win this, it'll be a real tip for him to run well in the champion hurdle, and she was getting £20 from Derry Moyle, who will be favourite and even hotter favourite for the stayers if Dance Beat wins this.
Yeah, the thing I like about her is that she's very tough, and certainly she'll relish a battle. That's something that can also be said for Call Equiname. He's a horse who runs in blinkers. That's not because he's ungenuine, it's just really just to keep his mind on the job. He finished second here early on in the season to Mandy's Mantino and was really sluggish on that occasion, and since they put the blinkers on him, well, he's been a revelation.
One who might be up.
Beat the opposition aside, 7 to 2. At 6 to 1 then Kimaniki and Dance Beat. Showing at 10s is Call Equiname. Now there's a market move for Beakstown, who began at 14 to 1 but has tumbled down to 10 to 1. At 12s then Garolo, 20s Master Beveled and Rubber Hoonish, 25s Bar.
Well, it's mine has come soft for him, but I think they're getting the best of it here, the first race on the first day, and certainly you'd have to go a very long way to find a better looking one. Well, not surprisingly, he's caught our eye in the paddock, and on the way to the start it was the Irish mare Dance Beat, and down in the betting ring Castle Sweep and Beakstown. I was really taken with Beakstown. He's another good-looking horse, very powerful, real professional, the mount of Tom Tracy. And Kimaniki, surprisingly, was easy to back.
It's number 4. He is normally up with the pace. So too is Dance Beat. Miroswaki can front run. So too Garolo. But pandemonium down at the start. And Simon Morant wants a little bit more order.
Now get him off the tape. There's half of you over the tape. Pull him off the tape. Now pull him off the tape.
No, sir, quit line up.
Pull him off the tape.
I'm taking a turn again, sir.
Get him off the tape.
On the right in defence, facing the wrong way. Come on, Nicky. That's it. Under orders and they're away. So 7 to 2, the favourite Castle Sweep is the early favourite for this, the opening race on Festival Day, and it's the Citroen Supreme Novices Hurdle, and they're at the first of 8 flights now, which the leaders take safely. But on the outside, we've lost Beakstown. and that's a faller at the first. Tom Tracy's on his feet. Come down towards the second, and it's Dance Beat up with the pace. Dance Beat and Garolo who force the early pace. Out wide, showing prominently is Master Beveled. Widest of all is Brave Patriarch. In behind leaders comes Potentate as they come down towards the second flight of hurdles. Through on the inside, in defence taking closer order. Garolo, though, in the pink and grey leads. Garolo, the leader from in defence, and out wide Brave Patriarch in the air together. Dance Beat touches down in fourth. At the back of the pack, Green Crusader makes a mistake, but they come up past the pack stands with the early pace now with in defence and Garolo. Then in third place, Dance Beat. Then we have Lecomte from Master Bevel showing prominently. Brave Patriarch on the wide outside. Through on the inside, Robert's Toy, and with that one is Potentate. A length behind these comes Kim and Nicky and Mr. Bureaucrat, and Call Equiname can front run, hasn't got to the front yet. Mulligan is racing midfield. Silver Shreds towards the back. So too is Safe Glide out the back, and also at this stage Rubahoonish in company with Ashwell Boy.
Running on down the far side then, and in defence towards the inside of Garolo. Kimaniki is handy on the near side in about 6th place. On the inside, Mick Fitzgerald. Dance Beat is right up there as well. The favourite Castle Sweep now making a move towards the middle of the pack in the blue jacket, having been poorly placed early on. They head towards the 4th then, and it's in defence in the yellow cap, joined by Garolo with Dance Beat, the Irish mare, towards the outside. Robert's Toy chases these from Master Beveled, and then Lecomte from Potentate nipping up the inside now with a white face in the red and yellow colours as Speedwell Prince. These are followed by Mr. Bureaucrat as they approach another flight. Good jump by Dance Beat on the outside. Rubahoonish made a terrible mistake well back in the field as they begin to climb on the far side. In defence with Garolo. These two going head and head. Dance Beat is third towards the outside. They're followed then by Lecomte and Robert's Toy. Speedwell Prince just niggled a bit towards the inside. Still on the inner is Kimaniki, now dropped back to about 8th place, but still well enough place as they jump the 5th, at which Garolo was practically down. A terrible mistake by Garolo, and this is left in defence in front from Dance Beat as they reach the top of the hill. Garolo has survived in 3rd place, then Speedwell Prince behind these, Robert's Toy, Lecomte, Potentate the inside, and Castle Sweep in about 7th place as they reach the top of the hill.
And just behind Castle Sweep is Kim and Nicky, who just chopped the room at the top of the hill. They begin the descent. Black and yellow colours in defence with the noseband is Dance Beat, the Irish Raider, Garolo behind these. Then we have Lecomte, the favourite Castle Sweep in the blue with the white striped sleeves in about 4th place and closing. Up on the outside the pack is Call Equiname, and the faller there was Robert's Toy. Continue the descent down towards the second last. Brave Patriarch is being pulled up. It's black and yellow, and it's in defence. It has the edge. Dance Beat under pressure. Here comes the favourite Castle Sweep in blue, closing in 3rd. Kim and Nicky in the white and red sleeves is in 4th. Behind that one, Speedwell Prince racing 5, but they're going to have to go to catch this one in front, and that's in defence under Warren Marston, who leads in the Citroen Supreme Novices hurdle as they make the final turn, but the favourites after him, and that's Castle Sweep in 2nd. Dance Beat on the outside is 3rd. Kim and Nicky in 4. Then comes a Speedwell Prince and Ashwell Boy. This is the final flight, and in defence makes a terrible mistake at it, but so too does Castle Sweep, and also staying on very determinedly up the hill. It's Kim and Nicky, but it's in defence, and in defence for the Jenny Pittman team and Warren Marston, who've made virtually all the running here and stormed me up towards the line. It's going to go to in defence, cleared by 6 to 8 at the post. In defence takes it. In defence is the winner. Kim and Nicky is going to hold on for 2nd place with Castle Sweep powering home in 3rd, and then we have Speedwell Prince 4, Ashwell Boy, Dance Beat, then came Silver Shred, who cut through the pack length, and then Mr. Mulligan followed through by Miraswaki, who was always midfield, and after that one we had Green Crusader in the field, trail back to Streaky Hawk, who was probably the last to finish, and also Safe Glide went out the back. And so the result then of this, the Citroen Supreme Novices hurdle, it's a win for number 8 on the card. That's in defence in the colours of In-Depth Limited. This one trained by Jenny Pittman and ridden by Warren Marston, his 39th winner of the season. Warren Marston clearly absolutely delighted at the way in which he has landed his first Cheltenham hurdle winner. The fallen jockeys there are on Simon McNeil, looks like, with Porphyrius and Roberts Toy and Jamie Evans. Second horse home is number 9, Kim and Nicky. That's in the colours of Mrs. Elaine Baines, trained by Nick Henderson, ridden by Mick Fitzgerald. And the third horse home is number 5, is Castle Sweep, in the colours of Cheltenham chairman Lord Vestey, trained by David Nicholson and ridden by Peter Niven. But there is the hero of the hour at 25 to 1 in defence.
Warren Marston's first winner at the National Hunt Festival, and he's vocally delighted about it, and well done, Mrs. Pittman.
Confidence shown. He's fallen at the back of the field. Roberts Toy first and then Peripherus. 2 horrible falls. Let's hope both of those jockeys are all right. But in defence, going for home now, and this is where you begin to feel horses just getting a little bit tired. You've got to be really confident. Just
all week here, and anybody who is in this race is going to be in for a hairy time, and picking up the bits after Draborgi and Cable Beach have done the opening bit is what many people will think is necessary, and a jockey keen to do that is Carl Llewellyn, Arctic Kinsman, who's now with Ledley.
I'd prefer if there wasn't, yeah. But there is. He's got plenty of speed, and he doesn't have to make running. You know, when he won the Sunderland show, he sat second, third, fourth for him the first half of the race, so it's not a problem.
Okay, well, best of luck.
Thank you.
I'll never forget it. Standing at the last, he jumped down and just went clean away from them, and you thought, what on earth's that? He was a different species, really. Millhouse won the Gold Cup that year, but the next year Arkle destroyed him, and he was quite simply the best chaser we've ever seen, and most of us are ever likely to see. And here's a terrific race named in his memory, the Guinness-sponsored Arkle Challenge Trophy Chase. There is £52,000 to the winner, and there are 16 of them to face the starter and to be called by Graham.
And there's so much pace in the race, it's unbelievable. Arctic Kinsman, a front runner, 11 to 2, Carl Llewellyn last. Tom 10 to 1, Peter Niven will be coming from the back. Cable Beach blazes the trail, 20 to 1, Graham Bradley rides. Captain Kadir 20 to 1, and that's ridden by Tony McCoy. Number 5 is Cumbrian Challenge at 25 to 1, Lorcan Wire. Inch Kaylock at 100 to 1, Guy Upton. Kingwa Glory 7 to 1, Conor O'Dwyer. Manhattan Castle 11 to 2, and Francis Wood's partner as that. No Pain, No Gain 50 to 1, Philip Hyde. Pimberley Place 100 to 1, Tom Jenks. Seek the Faith 66 to 1, Brendan Powell. Super Coin 66 to 1, Pat McLaughlin. Trying Again is an 8 to 1 chance, ridden by Jamie Osborne, the man who put Sparkle in the Arkle, winning it 3 consecutive years. Ventana Canyon 6 to 1, Richard Dunwoody, he's won the race a couple of times before. Double Symphony is Visor 10 to 1, Charlie Swan rides, it's another possible front runner, and Draborgi at 7 to 2 is the mount of David Bridgewater, and she too goes from the front.
So 7 to 2 is the general price. Come Racing, you'd have got 4 to 1 against it. It's 11 to 2 bar the one. That's Arctic Kinsman and Manhattan Castle, with 13 to 2 bar. Ventana Canyon put in at 13 to 2, and Kingwa Glory 13 to 2 from 7 to 1. Each racer bought now 8 to 1 from 9, Trying Again, and 11 to 1 Double Symphony. But Draborgi off in front. Will it be all the way? Will it jump to the left? One punter at least has retained the faith in Draborgi with a £6 bet on it.
Who likes to be held up. He can pull very hard. Tony McCoy, a little bit like Jamie Osborne, will have the benefit of just being able to ride something of a race. This is a very tense moment for, well, all of the jockeys, but for certainly, I should imagine 3 or 4 of them have got instructions to make the run in, and the jockey will say, well, they'll be Graham.
Unhappy jockeys at the start of the Guinness Arkle Challenge Trophy. So expect the pace to come from Cable Beach, Draborgi, Double Symphony, or Arctic Kinsman.
That's it. Come on!
And they race away, and it looks as if Manhattan Castle and Sealy's right down at the start. Come down towards the first. They're at the first, and Draborgi leads from Cable Beach, and Draborgi and Cable Beach are 1 and 2, and it was trying again, who was hampered down at the start there. Quickly at the second, it's Draborgi and Cable Beach 1 and 2. Ventana Canyon, Inch Kaylock in third, and Captain Khedive is out of the race there. They come down towards the third, and it looks as if Draborgi's been pulled up, and it's the horse has been badly injured, very badly injured indeed. This leaves Cable Beach a long way clear. Cable Beach clear by 6 to 8 lengths to, in second place, Inch Kaylock, and then in third we have Double Symphony. Racing 4 on the outside, No Pain, No Gain. Then behind that one, Arctic Kinsman, and here we are at the third. It's Cable Beach who leads. Inch Kaylock the inside of Double Symphony, second and third, and then Ventana Canyon in 4. No Pain, No Gain in 5, and behind that one, Arctic Kinsman, then Cumbrian Challenge and Kingwa Glory. Closely attended by Supercoin, and behind Supercoin is Ask Tom, and a gap of 3 or 4 lengths to Pimberley Place. They're at the fourth now, at least the leader is. That's Cable Beach, and Cable Beach is clear. Tailed off and by quite some way is Seek the Faith, and Trying Again has been pulled up. So we've got drama here in the opening stages of the Guinness Arkle, as it's Cable Beach who leads them away towards fence number 5.
The leader then down towards fence number 5, and we've lost a few here. We've lost Captain Khedive, Manhattan Castle. We've also lost Draborgi in very unfortunate circumstances. Down the back straight then onto the next, and it's Cable Beach, a clear advantage at this point. We've also lost Cumbrian Challenge. That one's out of the race as well as they take the water jump. Chasing the leader in second is Inch Kaylock, followed by Supercoin and Ventana Canyon, and then Arctic Kinsman as they race towards the big ditch on the far side. Cable Beach a clear advantage and sailed over from Inch Kaylock in second. A very bad mistake by Ventana Canyon there in 4th place, who is followed by Arctic Kinsman, who's nicely placed. As long as this leader Cable Beach comes back to them, they take the next, that was number 8, and make their way towards the big ditch at the top of the hill. Cable Beach with a clear lead under Graham Bradley, giving it a great sight as now they climb away on the far side. Cable Beach a good 10 lengths clear of Arctic Kinsman in second. Double Symphony is third, then Ventana Canyon and Arctic Kinsman and Supercoin. Here's the ditch mark Danger, and over in front, oh, Double Symphony is down at it. Double Symphony, Kingwa Glory made a mistake as well, but reaching the top of the hill, it's Cable Beach clear in the Guinness Arkle from Arctic Kinsman, Ventana Canyon and Arctic Kinsman in 4th.
So this pace really has caused havoc as they come to the top of the hill in the Guinness Arkle, and they begin the descent towards the third from home. And it's Cable Beach and Graham Bradley who's led them all a merry dance. 2 on the outside, Inch Kaylock on the inner is Arctic Kinsman, then Ventana Canyon, the horse with the nose band. About 8 lengths back to Supercoin, getting a bit closer, then Pimberley Place with their big outsiders, and they come down towards the third last. And it's Inch Kaylock there that goes on. Inch Kaylock in the lead to Arctic Kinsman down in the lead from in second place Ventana Canyon, who's cruising on the outside. Cable Beach in third, and then Inch Kaylock in 4. Here we are, 2 out, and it's going to be the 2 in front. Arctic Kinsman, who's won here at the festival before. 4 at the back of the pack was Pimberley Place, but it's Ventana Canyon and Richard Dunwoody who quicken the game as they head round the final turn. And one more fence to jump, and it's Ventana Canyon setting sail for home. A yawning gap between that and Arctic Kinsman in second. A dramatic gap between that and Inch Kaylock in third. This is the final fence. Ventana Canyon leaped it like a good and a long way clear of Arctic Kinsman and Inch Kaylock and Supercoin, who are third and fourth, and then from the back Seek the Faith is staying on for 5th place, but Ventana Canyon and Richard Dunwoody storming up towards the line. Ventana Canyon, second in the hurdle last year, takes the Guinness Arkle Challenge this time under Richard Dunwoody, who's won the race with Remittance Man and Waterloo Boy. A long way clear of Arctic Kinsman. Supercoin stays on to be third. Inch Kaylock is 4, and then came Seek the Faith, followed by Ask Tom, who never got into the race. No Pain, No Gain eventually beats Cable Beach, who was the one who finished last of all. And so the result then of this, the Guinness Arkle Trophy, it's a win for number 14, which is Ventana Canyon, in the colours of Mr. Philip Myers Cup, trained by Eddie O'Grady at 7 to 1 and ridden by Richard Dunwoody, his 73rd winner of an incredibly fruitful season. Second horse home is number 1, Arctic Kinsman. That's the Mount of Carl Llewellyn, and the third we'll find is number 12 on the card, one of the rank outsiders, Super coin. So Richard Dunwoody has taken this Guinness
Safe and sound. Of the horses, all fine, apart from, of course, sadly, Draborgi, and that, of course, was a fatality. From the race before, the two jockeys who were injured, Jamie Evans, as I said, he's broken his femur. He has gone to hospital, as has Simon McNeil. But Simon's shoulder was, in fact, dislocated, and Dr. Phil Pritchard, who I know can put his own shoulder back when he's dislocated it, put Simon's shoulder in before he went off to be finally checked over. So not too bad on that front.
And they have between them won over £1.5 million in winner place prize money, and that's just over hurdles. Alderbrook trading at evens in the ring is the man of Richard Dunwoody, very much on form. Borough 8, however, 100 to 1 chance for the young Richard Johnson. Chief Minister is 100 to 1, and that's ridden by Tony Dobbin. Collier Bay at 9 to 1 is partnered by Graham Bradley. So Denoli at 5 to 1, Tom Tracy having his first ride in a champion hurdle. Hotel Minella 8 to 1, Charlie Swan. Kissair 50 to 1, Jonathan Lower. Landafar 25 to 1, Mick Fitzgerald. Mac the Knife is a 33 to 1 chance, ridden by David Bridgewater. The Vise of Muse is 100 to 1, and that's partnered by Paul Holly. Pribwell trades at 33 with Chris Maud. Right Win 28 to 1, Graham McCourt. Squire Silk, who finished 17th in the county handicap hurdle off 10 stone 8 here last year, is 25 to 1 for the champion this, and that's ridden by Jason Titley, who's having such a great season. Staunch Friend is 66 to 1, Pigeon Niven. Absalom's Lady 100 to 1, Tony McCoy, and the trailblazing My Silv is 6 to 1, and the mad of Jamie Osborne.
I've now got the owner of the champion hurdle, Andy Pick. How are you feeling now?
The Smurfit champion hurdle, Alderbrook is even money to repeat last year's win. Denoli at 5 to 1, My Silv at 13 to 2. On 9 to 1 then, Hotel Manila and Collier Bay. And then a big break in the betting to Squire Silk and Landafar, both at 25 to 1. On 28 to 1 is Right Win. And then on 33's Mac the Knife, 40 to 1 Pridwell, at 50's Kissair, Staunch Friend at 66 to 1, and the rank outsiders all on 100 to 1, Absalom's Lady, Borough 8, Chief Minister and Muse.
Now the parade. Richard Dunwoody on Alderbrook, the reigning champion jockey and the reigning champion hurdler. What a pair to beat. 18-year-old Richard Johnson on Borough 8, close to Denoli at Liverpool, but this looks tough. Tony Dobbin on Chief Minister, the pride of Scotland, who won't give this away without a fight. Graham Bradley on Collier Bay, unbeaten this season and a winner of the Irish champion last time. Tom Tracy on Denoli, All-Ireland's hero, back from life-threatening injury and back to his best. Irish champion Charlie Swan on last year's Irish Star novice Hotel Manila. They'll be coming late. Jonathan Lower on Kissair, top-rated 4-year-old last year, but he's 5 now and the form seems to have gone. Mick Fitzgerald on Landafar, threatening when falling in each of the last 2 years. Be ready for a shock. David Bridgewater on Mac the Knife, very talented on the flat, and he's beginning to come through over jumps. Paul Holly on Muse, a front runner who was 6th here 2 years ago, but has only had 1 run back since injury. Chris Maud on Pridwell, a horse of blinding talent, but who doesn't always employ it. Graham McCourt on Right Win, a horse as good as Alderbrook on the flat, but the champion trounced him last time over hurdles. Jason Titley on Squire Silk, an improver who was very impressive in the Gold Trophy last time. Peter Niven on Staunch Friend, a top horse 3 seasons ago, but he's been injury-plagued since. Tony McCoy on Absalom's Lady, she was 6th last year and will do well to go any better. And finally, Jamie Osborne on the front-running My Silv. 4 times she's gone all the way at Cheltenham. This lot will have to work to reel her in.
Tactically, really interesting contest. Just out the back of the field there is Mac the Knife. He was certainly a horse who is better off coming from behind. Absalom's Lady, one of the 2 fillies, the grey. I think she's just got a little bit of a kick. They got close together. why they don't organise some little bit of a line, even if they only just put sawdust down some 10 yards back from the tape so horses could get out there, walk round, then walk forward. I do not know. But anyway, she looks sound enough. Let's join Graham.
So the Smurfit champion hurdle lining up. Muse and Absalom's Lady out the back. Matt the Knife taking a turn. Mysil, Jamie Osborne, the white and black colours. And Alderbrook and Richard Dunwoody are going to have their horse covered up. That's it, under orders, and they're away. So we expect to see Mysil up there early, and she's in front there on the right of the pack as they come down towards the first, and early taking a prominent position as well. They're at the first and they're all safely over, and Alderbrook is the back marker, but it's Mysil who blazes the trail, goes on by a length or so. Out wide, Collier Bay with a noseband. Chief Minister on the extreme left in yellow is Muse. That can make the front running. Close up in fifth is Denoli. Through on the inside we have Kisser, and with Kisser is Squire Silk and Absalom's Lady. And then Borough 8 and Landafar and Ripe Win, and tucked in off the pace is Staunch Friend, and Hotel Manila is giving them all the start, and Alderbrook is last but one, and here we are at the second flight, and it's Mysil who stretched at it, jumped it well, all safely over the second. Mysil the leader, Collier Bay, Muse out wide, and then Chief Minister, followed by Denoli racing 5. Mac the Knife in 6, Absalom's Lady, Squire Silk 7, 8 and 9, and then comes Borough 8, Landafar, Pribwell, Staunch Friend, and then Alderbrook, Ripe Win, and behind Ripe Win is Kisser, who's already getting reminders, and the back marker is Hotel Manila, is going to be played late. That's about 15 lengths between first and last. It's Mysil who leads as they swing left-handed away from the packed stands. Mysil and Jamie Osborne blazing the trail as she does. Collier Bay in second, Muse third, and Denoli 4.
And now they're making their way down the hill then towards flight number 3, and it's Mysil that's doing the donkey work in this Smurfit champion hurdle from Collier Bay, with Handy in behind them. Towards the inside is Denoli in those blue and white colours as they rise over the next. Muse towards the outside, Mysil the inside there. Still towards the rear is Alderbrook, and Hotel Manila is giving them all a start as they race down the far side. Kisser is stone last on towards flight number 4, and it's Mysil on the near side of Collier Bay. Then Chief Minister towards the outside, Denoli the inside, then followed next by Absalom's Lady the Grey, Squire Silk towards the inside, followed next by Borough 8 and Right Win out wide from Landafar as they take the next. Denoli a little awkward there, Pridwell a mistake. They head towards flight number 5, rising on the far side, and Mysil continues to show the way. Denoli getting very much closer on the inside, following her, snapping at her heels. On the outside is Collier Bay, Chief Minister next, Borough 8 looking for Alderbrook, trying to make headway but still being patiently ridden as they race towards the 5th flight at the top of the hill, at which it was Mysil, a good jump from Collier Bay. Absalom's Lady a very bad mistake there. Rising on the far side then, it's Mysil from Collier Bay, then Denoli in 3rd place, Alderbrook in about 8th or 9th at this stage, but only about 5 or 6 off the pace.
Just being preceded by Right Win, and Richard Dunwood is going to pull the champion wide as they begin the descent for home in the Smurfit champion hurdle. And continuing the descent is Mysil who leads, Collier Bay the dark sleeves. Look to the left with the noseband, Mac the Knife with a run, and in behind that is Chief Minister also with a rush. Denoli is on the inside. Alderbrook popped over that one, just being pushed along, but it's Mysil who's blazed the trail. Muse is being pulled up. They've got just 2 more flights of hurdles to jump, and it's Mysil who leads. 2 in second place, Collier Bay, then Denoli and Mac the Knife, and at this stage Alderbrook with a lot of racing to do. Borough 8 starting to get going. Here comes Squire Silk with a run 2 out, and it's Collier Bay under Graham Bradley who take command now. Collier Bay goes on to Mysil. Here comes Alderbrook storming through on the outside, about 5 lengths down as they make the final turn. 1 more flight of hurdles to jump, and Collier Bay has the answers here. Alderbrook's under pressure from Richard Dunwoody. Mysil can find no more at the last, and Collier Bay hurdles it 5 clear of Alderbrook and Squire Silk and Mysil, and then Denoli, and then Pribwell was in race up the water line. It's Collier Bay, but Alderbrook is starting to close. They've got 100 yards to go, and Collier Bay is going to hold him. Collier Bay is going to take the Smurfit champion hurdle. Collier Bay it is, to Alderbrook in second place. Pridwell storms up the hill to be 3rd. The champion of Ireland, Denoli, is 4. Squire Silk beats Mysil and Borough 8. Then Staunch Friend and Hotel Manila and Landafar who finished this year. Then we have Chief Minister on Right Win and Kisser, and Absalom's Lady who was knocked over at the top of the hill. And so the result then of this, the Smurfit champion hurdle, it's a win for number 4, Collier Bay, in the colours of Mr. Wally Sturt, trained by Jim Old. Great triumph for him and ridden by Graham Bradley. Second horse is number 1, Alderbrook, the champion hurdler, no longer in the colours of Ernie Pick, Kim Bailey Trains and Richard Dunwoody Road. And the third horse home is Pridwell in the colours of Jones, Burstock and Fleet Partnership, ridden by Chris Morton, trained by Martin Pipe. That's the 1, 2, 3. Fourth horse home is number 5 on the card, that's Denovi. The nearest the Irish could get was 4th today, but there's our winner, Collier Bay, brilliantly ridden by Graham Bradley, and the head of the champion hurdler. And Graham Bradley, who's winning his 7th race here at the festival meeting, having run the race between well, he's won up with My Young Man, Curly Man, Sandra Valley, Kildimo, Seven de Loire and the Gold Cup on Brigorn. And now, thanks to Jamie Osborne making the wrong choice, he has got on Collier Bay. Collier Bay's 6th win, the champion hurdler at the age of 6.
Triumph for Graham Bradley, but even more for his many friends. It certainly is, and Alderbrook has produced that acceleration from off the bit. The trouble is, he was off the bit at the top of the hill. He's used his speed before the gap began to close. Now, no, the moment he'll see the gap start to close a little bit, but Collier Bay always has the power and the to spare, really.
At the ups and downs of jump racing, and unfortunately today the downs all seem to have gone to one camp. In that last race, the champion hurdle, sadly we had another fatality. This time it was Mac the Knife, which is also owned by Darren Mercer, as was Draborgi in the race before, and of course trained by Martin Pipe and ridden by David Bridgewater. And as I saw David Bridgewater walking into the weighing room, he just said, "I just don't believe it." So sympathy to them for today.
Now news from Windsor on the
non-runners, General Rusty and Yorkshire Gale. Those are both out, so it leaves 10 to be listed now.
And so the top weight here is Flashing Steel. As last 2 times he appeared at Cheltenham was in the Gold Cup. This time he's turning up in the Ritz Club National Hunt Chase, in which is a 7-to-1 chance, ridden by Jamie Osborne. Unguided Missile is a 3-to-1 favourite, and that's the man of Richard Dunwoody. Percy Smollett going left-handed today, 4-to-1 chance from Brendan Powell. Amtrak Express, quietly fancied at 6-to-1, is ridden by Mick Fitzgerald. Chatham represents the Pipe team here, 33-to-1 chance with David Bridgewater. Flyers Nap, who's 8-to-1. Peter Henley claimed a £5 allowance on this horse that won the Kim Muir here last year. General Rusty doesn't take part. Mamour does at 6-to-1. Andrew Thornton, great each way, claims number 8 Mamour. James Pigg is 25-to-1 and Chris Maud. Yorkshire Gale posted a late non-runner. Billy Goat Gruff trades at 6-to-1 with the young Richard Johnson claiming the £3, and the lineup completed by Kilfinney Cross, who's at 100-to-1, and John McLaughlin.
And he was one man's galloping companion over 3 fences, jumped particularly well. Brian Harding was on board on that occasion. Been incredibly consistent this season and had a couple of battles with Percy Smollett, but looks in very good nick with himself. He's a good stay-in chaser and a good field this for this Ritz Trophy.
One who a lot of people fancy is Amtrak Express, in the centre of those 3. Last time out he was still going really well in the Racing Post Trophy at Kempton, when he got rid of his jockey, provided that doesn't happen again, and there's no reason why it should. He usually jumps perfectly all right. Has occasionally got rid of a jockey, but usually jumps round clear. And if he does, he'd certainly be one with a squeak.
In the Racing Post Chase, he was running away. Admittedly, they were some way from home, but his first time up over fences and over 3 miles, I thought he was particularly impressive. Had Percy Smollett in trouble from a long way out.
There is Percy Smollett, as Graham said. He's going round left-handed today, and hitherto all Percy Smollett's 8 victories have been on right-handed tracks. I beg your pardon. Yes, they have been on right-handed tracks. The evidence suggests so far that he's not nearly as good left-handed. But David Nicholson is evidently prepared to try again. Don't like the look of the snow much, do you?
No, but it's been failed to settle down here all day, and let's hope that it's just warm enough to prevent it beginning to settle throughout the night. Eye catchers for us. We went along with Gordon Richards' runner, Unguided Missile. The grey Mamor took Graham's eye. Flyer's Nap in the betting ring, not particularly well. Robert Horner's horse, and Flashing Steel was seemingly friendless to bet.
With the runners settling at the start, here's the latest betting. Unguided Missile, the 3-to-1 market leader. Percy Smollett at 4-to-1. On 6-to-1 then Marmoor, Billy Goat Gruff and Amtrak Express. Flyer's Nap at 7-to-1 from 8s. At 8-to-1 then Flashing Steel on the drift. 25-to-1 James Pig. 33's Chatham. And the outsider Kilfinny Cross at 66-to-1 from 100s.
This is a quiet betting heat, and Unguided Missile is solid at 3-to-1 favourite. First run in 1911, the Ritz Club, 14 favourites and 70 runnings, but only 2 jollies have won since 1969. 4-to-1 Percy Smollett and 6-to-1 Bar. A bit of a move for Flyer's Nap, 8 and 7-to-1 and 13-to-2 in places. But after all the ructions of the champion hurdle, not too much money being spent trying to get out on the Ritz Club.
Couple of good horses running out of the handicap. One of them is Marmoor, trained by Tim Forster. He's 16 pounds out of the handicap, but still wouldn't be without a chance. The same goes for Billy Goat Gruff, number 11, Richard Johnson's mount. David Nicholson wouldn't be running him 13 pounds out of the handicap if he didn't think he had a real chance. Lining up now with Marmoor pawing and ready to go. So Graham, the Ritz.
Flashing Steel can make the running, but Jamie Osborne in the black jacket with the blue sash colours with Charles Hoffey facing the wrong way. This pulls him round. Flashing Steel, very much the class performer here. Concertina in the handicap. So let's see how they go. 19 fences to jump. And more money for Unguided Missile, the light blue colours, 11-to-4 favourite from 3s. Richard Dunwoody just looking across, second on Old Brook, but a winner in Venetia Canyon, that's it. Just Percy Smollett to try and get a bit of ground through on the inside. But they've sorted themselves out. They're coming the first of the 19 fences. And Mammoor and Flashing Steel share the work out wide. Kilfinny cross a line of 3 as they cross the first, all safely over. Chatham the back marker. And it's Kilfinny cross, one of the rank outsiders that shows the way, heading to the second. Flashing Steel and Mammoor second and third. Amtrak Express, Unguided Missile, James Pig, Billy Goat Gruff. Then Flyers Nap and Percy Smollett. The trailer is Chatham, and they're coming in towards the wings of the second. And it's Kilfinny Cross who leaps it in the lead. Fine jump there by Flashing Steel in second, Mammoor racing third. Amtrak Express is in 4 and Unguided Missile the inside 5. And then we have Billy Goat Gruff, Flyers Nap, James Pig, Chatham and Percy Smollett the back marker as they race down the hill and towards the third.
Percy Smollett far from fluent at the first 2 fences. He's last at the moment as they take the third. And landing in front, it was Kilfinny Cross with the red cap, followed by Amtrak Express, the striped sleeves, the grey. In third is Marmoor as they head towards the water jump. And then behind Marmoor, Flashing Steel towards the inside. Unguided Missile is next. Then James Pig and Billy Goat Gruff as they race now towards a big open ditch on the far side. Percy Smollett is still in last place, but joining in that position is Chatham. So on towards this big ditch then. Kilfinny Cross, a great jump in the lead from Flashing Steel in second, then Amtrak Express, Marmoor, Unguided Missile the inside, and then James Pig out wide as they race towards another plain fence. And Flyers Nap is back in the field with Billy Goat Gruff at this one. Flyers Nap rather reach for it. Slight mistake behind those by Chatham as well as they climb on the far side and head towards the big open ditch on that top part of the course. Kilfinny Cross cutting it out by a couple of lengths then to Flashing Steel on the inside with Unguided Missile, and then Amtrak Express out wide with the grey Marmoor, and James Pig is next, and then back in the field to Billy Goat Gruff and Flyers Nap, and then Chatham, and Percy Smollett still rather awkward at the fences in last place.
And he's getting 1 or 2 2 reminders is our Percy at the back of the pack under Brendan Powell, trying to end a bit of a losing run. Brendan, they begin the descent for the first time in this Ritz Club National Hunt Chase, and it's still the bottom weight rank outsider Kilfinney Cross and the John McLaughlin who shows the way. 2 Amtrak Express in second, running the rail is Flashing Steel, the black jacket in third. That's towards the right. The grey Mamur holding a position is sharing third place, with Unguided Missile, the favourite, popping over just behind. Flyer's Nap went through the top of that one. Chatham is the back marker. And continuing down the hill. This will be the second last next time round. This time it's the 9th, and it's Kilfinney Cross who leads coming to it. Kilfinney Cross the leader then. The grey is Mamur, touching down in second place with the Amtrak Express, the inside Unguided Missile racing 4. Then we have Billy Goat Gruff in 5 and Flashing Steel 6 and Flyer's Nap, and getting 1 or 2 reminders is Chatham. That's in front of Percy Smollett, who isn't happy at all travelling this way round on the track, and he's in front of James Pigg, who's now the trailer. This next time round, we might be surprised if Kilfinney Cross is in front, but stranger things do happen. But he's over in the lead here. That'll be the last next time round. So the order, as they come up past us, Kilfinney Cross leads. 2 Mamur, the outside of Amtrak Express, and then Unguided Missile, well placed in 4, 3.5, 4 lengths off the pace. Billy Goat Gruff follows, and then Flashing Steel and Chatham and Flyer's Nap. And then we have Percy Smollett pushed along virtually from flagfall, and the back marker is James Pigg as they cross the next. No change up front. Flyer's Nap slightly awkward. Percy Smollett a bit slow, and James Pigg is the back marker. The race down the hill then towards fence number 12. And it's still Kilfinney Cross, the lightweight, that leads from Mamur in second and Amtrak Express. But the favourite Unguided Missile getting closer now.
The pace has increased, they're getting a bit strung out, and Kilfinney Cross almost joined over that one by Mamur. There's only a half length between these 2 horses as they head back towards the water jump. They're ahead of Unguided Missile and then Amtrak Express from Billy Goat Gruff towards the outside as they fly over the water. Flyer's Nap is next, and then Chatham being rowed along at this stage. Way back in the field, James Pigg getting tailed off, and Percy Smollett's got a lot of work to do. Heading towards the open ditch again, Kilfinney Cross and Mamur. They're 3 lengths clear of Unguided Missile. Billy Goat Gruff now moves into 4th place as they rise towards another plain fence on the far side, and then Flashing Steel back on the inside. Amtrak Express has lost a place or 2 as Flyer's Nap begins to stay on a bit, and now they climb away towards the far side once again and towards this big open ditch. Often has a big problem with many of the horses here, and it's Kilfinney Cross by a half length to Mamur. Unguided Missile in 3rd. Billy Goat Gruff is 4th towards the other. Kilfinney Cross is down at it. Oh, that fence, it does take its toll, and Unguided Missile is left in front on the inside of Mamur, and then Billy Goat Gruff being driven along in 3rd from Chatham and Flyer's Nap, but at the top of the hill, 2 in it, Unguided Missile and the grey Mamur.
And Flashing Steel has been pulled up, James Pigg has been pulled up, Percy Smollett has been pulled up. So the favourite on the right, Unguided Missile, on the left, Mamur, the grey. They're a long way clear of Chatham and Billy Goat Gruff in the grey. The black and yellow diamonds is Flyer's Nap, and they're coming down towards the 3rd last and the Ritz Club. And Unguided Missile comes to it. Mamur making a big race of it. They're well clear of Chatham and Billy Goat Gruff and Flyer's Nap, and there goes Amtrak Express, a remote 6. They've just got 2 to jump, and it's Mamur travelling well, the outside of Unguided Missile, the favourite. Here we are, 2 out. Mamur, Unguided Missile in the air together, touchdown together. Mamur travels the stronger, Chatham's in 3rd, and then comes Flyer's Nap. Unguided Missile has got the run of the rail as they make the final turn. Andrew Thornton on the grey, Mamur, Richard Dunwoody, Unguided Missile, absolutely stride for stride, locked in combat with 1 to jump. Mamur on the left, on the right, Unguided Missile. How do they take the final fence? And Mamur comes to it. He stretches well, but Unguided Missile won't be denied. He gets away from it the better. It's an uphill struggle to the line. Unguided Missile, Mamur, Unguided Missile, and Mamur dominates. Mamur takes it up as it races up towards the line. Mamur's going to give Andrew Thornton his 27th win of the season. Takes the Ritz Club, Mamur it is. From in 2nd place, Unguided Missile. Chatham bravely up the hill for 3rd. These clear of Flyer's Nap, and the only other one to finish was Amtrak Express.
Mamur